What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So with my new apparent love for Outriders, I just quickly wanted to share a legendary farm that I am still doing on the demo itself, which due to all the patches that they've done and the fact that you can't really get legendaries from chests anymore except for the chest behind Gauss, this is what I think is the most efficient way of basically farming legendaries at the moment right now. Again, I've tried it with all 4 different classes, and the one that I've settled on that just seems to be the easiest for me is the Trickster. And by easy, I don't necessarily mean easy as in that I can't do it, but just a time thing, so trying to do it as efficient as possible. So basically the skills that I use here is, of course, twisted rounds. Temporal blade doesn't matter so much. You could easily make maybe the bubble instead of that, but the real winner here is the twisted rounds and hunt the prey, because that allows you to jump over a certain area and basically get to the enemies quicker, thereby making the whole run essentially go a lot quicker. So basically you can see here that even though I have at the moment right now equipped, I have some legendaries in the runs, you'll see that I actually use this shotgun. So again, it shows that it doesn't necessarily have to be a legendary weapon that you do this with, but in this case the automatic shotgun works very well for me because I'm using it, like I said, with twisted rounds, and so therefore you just need something that can offload a lot of damage into your enemies quite quickly. So in this particular case here, as I've said, the shotgun. Now what I'm doing is most of my gear is basically increasing the power of my twisted rounds. So my headpiece increases the power, the firepower by 15%. I get a second mag with my chest piece, and then I also have some augments here. This gives me some weapon leech, although that doesn't really matter because you're not really taking all that much damage and you're actually getting a lot of life back. And then my other 2 gear just basically increase my hunter prey. But the setup for this is super easy, because the point is that essentially those 2 skills that I showed do most of the work, and if you can get the timing right, then this is easy peasy. So of course the mission itself is Terra Infirma, so I think this is well known that this is the best way to farm this at the moment. So what you do is you come to the beginning here. As soon as this blast clears, you'll see that guy start running there. Now the 4, how can I say, well, not 4, the 3 characters or 3 enemies that you should be focusing on killing in one of these rounds is the 2 snipers. So this is one of the snipers, so we'll just jump on him, shoot him in the back, check if he drops anything, leave those guys behind there, run across here. Now activate your twisted rounds so that when you come up to this point here, you can just offload damage into this captain. This is the second of the 3 mobs, has a potential of dropping something as well. In this case does not. And then what I do is I just pivot up here and I kill the last sniper, which is that dude over there. So that's essentially the run. Now all you do is you run up over here and you let them kill you. Now you can keep on doing this, and depending on what your auto loot setting is switched to, you will in any case, once you die, and you'll see it here, hopefully it shows it now, otherwise you'll see it on the next run, any gear that you might have left lying on the floor automatically gets picked up when you die. But either which way, you can quite clearly see when a legendary drops, and I just look and see if I see something drop and pick it up in any case. So yeah, so again, just showing it here, you've got the first sniper sitting on the side here, you do the teleport behind him, which is of course a trickster skill. I run down here, I leave those guys alone, I activate twisted rounds, so my full mag of 20 bullets with my shotgun is in. I ventilate this captain, he potentially drops something, which in this case was when I got my 3rd legendary using this method. There it is right there, and you can see it's a Thunderbird. And then I just quickly pivot up around and wrap on this last sniper. So as I said, this is basically the method in which I've been doing it. It does work efficiently in terms of speed and how fast you can repeat it, and it's not very difficult to replicate. It does get quite monotonous, and I have to say I average between 40 to 45 repetitions before one legendary drops. So this is for me right now. I was doing Gauss, I was doing some other ways. This just is the most, I guess, efficient way of doing it right now, because you can literally have a movie playing in the background and just do this over and over and over again. But that's basically it. You can see that it still drops there. I've had on other characters as well, I think in total I've had about 7 drops here, and I've run this well over 300 times by now. So I don't know if I'll continue on doing it during this week. this was mostly just for me to see, you know, where I could be getting these legendaries from, and this definitely does seem to now, after the patches, be the most efficient way. Any case, I hope this works out for you. If you want to farm a little bit, you've got like basically another week and a half left before the game drops, so go right ahead and do that. If you like content like this, please go ahead, comment, like, subscribe. It'll help me produce more stuff like this, and obviously when the full game comes out, I'll bring more content around Outriders to the channel. But in any case, have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, and until next video, cheers.
They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me.